I am Dianne Mize.
I'm Tommye Scanlin.
And we're here at the Sautee Nacoochee Cultural Center in Sautee Nacoochee, Georgia, for our show, which is called Streams and Strands.
We are the hallway invitational artists to be featured in this exhibit from January the 17th through March the 1st, 2020.
We're showing Tommye's tapestries
And Dianne's paintings.
So, Tommye, show me a little bit how this works with weaving.
Okay, great. I've got a little loom here. A loom is just a device that holds thread. And the hand-woven tapestry has a warp. That's the stuff that goes on the loom.
So that's sort of like the canvas of a painter?
Kind of, yeah.
Keep going.
Because into the warp, then I can weave with different colors. And I weave just into small areas back and forth. So every place I want a color change, then it's had a little bobbin of yarn that's different.
So this is on a big, this is a really scaled down miniature version of a bigger.
Right, but this is doing exactly the same thing that I do on bigger looms. So that's the process.
Okay, that's the process now. I know that you do yearly diaries.
Yes.
Well, show us something.
Sure.
About that.
They're down at the other wall.
Okay, let's go.
My tapestry diaries are a process that I've done since 2009. Every day I weave a little segment of different color.
Every day?
Every day. Every day of the year.
Every day?
Every damn day. Every darn day.
You can edit that.
That's what I tell my students
Every
when they
day.
say, how do you get better with tapestry? Weave every darn day. Anyway, so every day of the year this was 2015, I wove a color. I just happened to have colors of yarn around and I'd pick one out. And I'd weave until it sort of ran out. So that was one day, another day, another day, another day. In 2015, I thought, well, it would be interesting to included within those days to put the images that are of things that are growing seasonally or not growing as dead oak leaves in the yard work. So 4 weeks of a month approximately, here are 4 different oak leaf versions. So those were all woven in January. February, there were still some pecans on the ground that had fallen earlier. In February, I wove 4 pecans, different views. March, there were some sticks on the ground from an ice storm, so here are sticks and their shadows. So throughout the year of 2015, I was weaving daily a little part, but then within a week's time during that year, I was weaving
the whole thing.
A little image. And so it grew and grew and grew and grew, starting here, because when you weave, you start at the bottom and you go up. My husband says, but a calendar, you read it down.
Not my calendar.
Why is December at the top? Well, because January was at the bottom where I started weaving. Anyway, so that was one year. I really liked the images incorporated within the days. But like I said, it wore me out to do a tiny little weaving every week. So after I did the year in 2015 with 4 images per month, I decided I'm going to simplify my life and the process and do an image per month rather than 4. So I decided to use the black walnut tree in our yard as the subject throughout the year, looking at different aspects of that tree through the 12 months of the year and embedding those images within my day-by-day steps of weaving an increment every day. So I started with a pecan that was dead and in the yard, hull, detail of the bark, the sort of part of a silhouette of the tree, still without its leaves, And then as the catkins came in and the little buds and the fresh new leaves and the little hulls, and then the fall, and back to the nuts again, and then the stick.
Well, the complete cycle.
The complete cycle.
Wow.
I added to that dyeing with black walnut dye because it's one of the natural dye products. And so every small bit about the black walnut tree, every image has some dyed yarn from the black walnut.
How clever you are.
Well, I don't know about that, but it just seemed to make sense.
The holistic thing.
Yeah, the whole, because it is a product, the dye is a product of the tree, going to celebrate the tree. You have a unique vision for the world around you, and I see it in the way you understand light, for instance, and shadow, for instance. So what causes you to gravitate to that and that?
Yeah, I guess if there is a subject to my work, it's like, whether it's like
Lunch at the History Center now.
whether it's bright
Medicine is
the fact of light and the way light behaves and the way light reveals. The way light reveals nature to us, and then we can use that light to reveal our response to nature on campus, which is so I get fascinated by the patterns of light. I guess that comes out. And I get fascinated by the patterns of light and therefore the patterns of shadow. Because without the shadow, we don't see the light. So, and I'm drawn to places that emphasize that, I think. Of course, you didn't ask this question, but the themes that are in the show are all about streams. And it seems that water, it has been a predominant theme all my life. I've always been attracted to water. As a kid, my favorite places were the creeks and the lakes, and so I kind of feel like my soul is kind of interwoven with the creeks and the lakes and so on. And that's why so many of my paintings end up being somehow woven around water. But the water in this environment simply act as you might say containers or images for what the lights do. And I like to take that kind of punch it up just a little bit. Does that answer it?
Yeah, it does, and I'm curious too about notan.
Oh yeah,
And how, what that is, and how you use that in your work.
In my work. Yeah, well, you know the whole idea of notan comes from the yin yang, which is, it's the idea of wholeness. And the design of the yin yang is a notan. It's light and dark. Here we go again. And then within each light piece is a circle of dark, and within each circle, dark piece is a circle of light. Well, I began, and this, I don't even remember how far back this goes, but I began to see that notan design, let me back up and say notan design, of course you know, comes from the Japanese artist, and it was simply a principle of design working with light and dark. Not just two values of light and dark. I began to see how that is pretty much the same thing as the patterns with shadow. And what I don't call it light and shadow, I call it shadow and not in shadow. Because when we say light, sometimes people misinterpret light as meaning just one thing. But when it's not in shadow, it's an array of things. And so if we can then see what's in shadow, put that in one value of that, and then what's not in shadow doesn't get anything done. So you get this little design that's simply the shape of shadow. So that's what I'm looking for, and of course there's no answer to it. You know, it changes like moment by moment. So I'm sitting, I do this often, I sit on my front porch and watch the shadows. Late in the afternoon, I love doing that, watching the shadows change. And you have to work like this to catch it, because it changes so much. And so fast. You know, with the sun going down, it feels like it's going down faster, although we know it's not. It's not going down all the world's, the Earth's going around. But anyway, so I'm fascinated with how light and shadow sort of, not fluctuate, but sort of kind of breathe into each other. And so the note 10 will do that. The note 10 does that. Not only will it do that, but it will hold the composition together. Gives a compositional structure.